Hello, this is a quick look at the LEGO Star Wars Darth Maul Mech set. When they first started doing these licensed mechs in this basic form, the jokes went around about what if they did a Darth Maul mech? And I thought, okay, yeah, that could kind of work if they did the whole Clone Wars chicken leg thing or even the spider leg thing, but they didn't do that here. I typically like these though, just in general. I think that they're cool toys. This one's not that great as they go, but it's not bad. However, the value has typically been really, really good with these. The value of this one is not really good. This is 143 pieces. I paid $18 US for it. Yes, 18, almost 20. It's 15 euros, 13 pounds UK, or $18 Canadian. And to really put that into perspective, on the market right now, you can get, for example, a Spider-Man mech that comes with a Spider-Man and also an enemy for him, so a second figure, for $15 US. So what is this doing at 18? It's a little bit larger than the typical little ones have been up to this point, but pretty standard for the Star Wars line. They have a larger back. It's actually built with, you can see, anti-studs down rather than the smaller thing like the Ninjago Battle Pack that's ridiculously well priced, like unrealistically well priced. That one uses a smaller size, but still, like, this is basically just a straightforward mech with limited articulation for the sake of play, for making it simple for play. That's actually kind of in the way right there. Let me just move this thing on the back, which I'll show you better in a minute, so that I can get better articulation. Yeah, you've got just a ball joint there, which works fine enough. No joint for the elbow, which I think is okay. I kind of wish that these had elbow articulation, even without knee articulation. I don't think they need knee articulation for this, and it's definitely way more, especially for the younger kids. I mean, this is made for 6+. Way easier to just have the simplified joint system to be able to just have it in any kind of pose and just put it on the ground. It just stands. You're playing with it, you're doing all kinds of stuff with it, and then you want it to stand, and you just go like that, and it just stands. Compared to the ones that have extra articulation that they've done in the past, anytime you have too much articulation for a small brick-built play set, it can really be frustrating. So I personally am perfectly fine with this, and I like the extra greebling that they've done along the side here. That's nice. It's disappointing that they did not go with the chicken leg design for this. I mean, that really felt like it was an easy gimme, and they didn't take it here, so it ends up being a little bit odd. This is a print right here, which is good, but then I don't know about the yellow. I think that yellow is overdone. There's a little bit of yellow in his belt area on the actual Maul, but that's just too much. It's a strange design choice there, very strange design choice. The fingers are articulated. You got just 3 fingers here. The thumb doesn't do anything. It's just completely static, doesn't even hold anything. And this is able to hold the double-bladed lightsaber, which is nice. But it's secure, and it's able to rotate a little bit. So you're able to get him, going across this way, but then you're not able to slash very far this way. And then you're able to come from above. Oh boy, I really want to do some cool stuff with them, because after all, it is Maul, but it is limited. I must admit, the joints are limited. It's not the number of joints, it's the position of them and the total range of motion of each that is limiting here a bit. Not too bad, but limiting to some degree. As you can see on the back, you've got the spot to hold on to the minifigs hilt in the middle there. Everybody wants this to be swapped out for the Monkey Kid double-sided hilt piece. That's fine, but they didn't do it yet. At least they've got the nice silver piece there with the paint on it. And obviously you got the Sith drone here, which is fine. You don't have to use it, you don't have to take it off. But if you do, it looks okay enough. A little bit flat, but again, it works. But let's look at the figure. This is an odd one to me, because this is very, very similar to the last Maul, but they have a brand new head for it. So the head, as far as the eyes are concerned, we've lost the pupils. That's just a standard thing that LEGO has done, just to follow their own design standards with figures better. I don't think it looks better, but it does follow their standards. As a former designer myself and former leader of standards at companies, I respect their decision to stick to their guns and actually do what to them internally with the design team is the correct thing and take out the pupils. But to me, as just a fan, doesn't look as good. That's okay. But the shaping of the rest of the red print on there. The graphic design work there, from a distance, it definitely looks clearly like Maul to me, but I don't know. I like the older ones better. This feels a little bit more robotic, feels a little bit more flat. It's odd to me, some of the specific choices made here. It does not feel like an upgrade to me. It feels like a downgrade overall, the head, but that is a nitpick. It's not that big of a deal. This definitely is clearly Maul. There's no questioning that, and this is a lower end set. I don't expect this to be a top of the line collectible figure with all the fixins. At the end of the day, though, again, this is $18 US. Now, the US, I believe, is one of the more expensive regions this time around, so part of that is simply a US problem. Again, it's 15 euros, 13 pounds UK, or $18 Canadian. It's great in Canada. That's equivalent to about $13 US. I'm perfectly fine with that price. But at $18 US, I mean, that's just the reality. No matter what it is, it's expensive for what this is. And it's expensive relative to other things that are on the market right now and that have been on the market in very, very recent times. And so I just can't recommend this. Unfortunately, I've loved this line in general. See, I swapped the legs around to try to get a pseudo chicken leg thing going on, which kind of works okay. I don't know. At least there's some more variation there, so it looks less like just another one of these mechs. But some of the design decisions here and here are not the best to me, and the price definitely in the US is not good. So I want to support all of these. I have supported, I think, all of them up to this point, just their very existence in the nice low price point. But without that, I can't do it. It feels weird because I want to. It's like small, good, accessible, but now almost $20. I don't like where this is going. Hopefully these will go on sale, and hopefully plenty of you will be from regions where you don't have to pay those kind of prices for so little stuff. Thank you for watching. Sorry that this one's a little bit of a disappointment. I was hoping for nothing but happiness here, but hey, I just have to be honest with how I feel about this stuff. Thanks for your support, and I'll talk to you again soon.